I just came back from my parents' house and I got this super exciting Lego castle.
It's like an old
It's
hair.
awesome. I don't know what that is.
I think
yeah,
it is.
I think it looks like it.
I can open this trapdoor and the other trapdoor at once.
You're amazing. Wow. And if you turn it around, you'll see there's a skeleton on the trapdoor. Oh no! Oh my goodness! That's what happens when this opens. When you come in here without being invited.
This happens?
This happens. Ah! Not good. Also, we have a ghost right there. The doors won't close because he's in the way, but here you go.
I think it glows in the dark.
The ghost glows. The ghost glows. The ghost glows in the dark, guys. How exciting is that? I have a lot of Lego. Let me show you all of my Lego. By all of my, I mean all of mine and my brother and sister, but, you know, they don't count right now. So I have 2 tubs, and it's so exciting. And this is like the castle thing. The castle was a Christmas present for me, my brother, and my sister, so we had to learn how to share. You can imagine how that went. So now I got this. What are you doing?
I am sprucing up the place.
Why?
I think the skeleton.
Where is this cat? No, guys. What's wrong with you?
You have an Adidas.
That Adidas thing is my brother's, I assume.
I see that. Oh, you got a
He
parrot.
likes soccer, so... That is an
Oh, there's
owl.
another parrot.
That is Hedwig.
No, that's a white
No,
parrot.
that is Hedwig.
And this is a red parrot.
That is a parrot.
And this is the clock tower that gets struck at midnight.
You're right.
We're at 11 o'clock.
Okay, good.
Is it 11 o'clock or 10:14?
I have no idea,
Look, there's
dude.
another cat.
What are you...
I'm playing with Legos.
That... Good. I'm glad. That's why I brought it, because I
Yeah.
want to play with it.
And then the Adidas house goes here. Perfect.
Good job.
We're here.
You heard the man, we're here. I'm at my parents' house, and there's a parent eating. Eating spaghetti, man. You are just like me.
I love spaghetti.
Me too. I love grilled cheese. There's my mom in tungsten lighting. Looking good, you too. Tungsten and daylight. Looks really nice. And this is my girlfriend. This is Ava. Why aren't you eating?
Because I already ate.
Oh. How do you feel about poppin' chips?
Oh, I love popcorn.
You guys are such dorks. The only thing I feel that passionate about is Star Wars, which Ava and I watched episode 2 the other day. We watched episode 3, and now we're watching episode 6. We watched it in a really weird order. Basically, you know how episode 5 ends on a cliffhanger? We watched 4, 5, and then stopped on the cliffhanger. Then 1, 2, 3, then returned from the cliffhanger. Which,
And who got you into Star Wars, Corey?
George Lucas?
No.
Mama Bear.
Me.
My mom got me into Star Wars. I made an entire vlog about that once, and I showed the old VHSs from 1994.
Yeah.
I vlogged that. Did you see that vlog?
Yes, I did.
You're a liar.
The dog wants to be in the vlog.
Hey, dog.
Call him.
Sawyer. Hey, Sawyer. You're cute. What kind of dog is that?
Wheaton Terrier.
That's cool. And you guys decided to name Sawyer after Lost. Who got you into Lost, Mom?
You got me into Lost, kicking and screaming after years and years and years. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think my legs are stuck in one position.
Well, then move them.
I don't know if I can.
Let me help you.
Thanks.
There you go. Now your legs are not in the same position anymore. You have been fixed. You're welcome.
We just shot a video.
We put the camera on one of those tripods,
What?
and then
You
we
can do
put a
that?
lens on it and a microphone,
That's nuts.
and then we hit the record button. Oh, we also put a battery in.
That's helpful.
It was extraordinarily helpful.
What about a card? Do you use a card?
We did.
I hope you use a
I
card.
put a card in there too. So the footage is safe on solid state media. So we just found the video that is going to go on my channel because it is a topic I've always wanted to discuss, and that is how to wake up. So I figured, you know what, let's just put a camera on a tripod, sit down at a bed, and do it. Because the lighting in this room was pretty good because we changed all the light bulbs to like the white ones like forever ago. So it should be quick to edit. It's not like a video with effects or lightsabers or anything like that. So I'm going to edit it, and it's going to go up early next week. Because there's no sense in waiting.
Corrado just left the room, but I just wanted to show you one quick thing about this whole video making process.
Corrado is very particular about his background stuff. He spent about half an hour organizing this so that it looked exactly perfect on camera. You know what I did? I plopped down all of my books and a clock. That is how much I care about background stuff. I'm not against head deck, guys. I'm just, whatever it looks like is fine. Just make it look neat. And then Corrado's like, oh, this needs to go here, and this needs to go there, and everything has to be perfect, and I gotta put it all the way that it needs to be, and it takes me half an hour to do it. And I'm just like, I don't know, just put down some books, we're good.
Look at all the health foods we got, guys.
You got health? Oh wow, this is healthy.
You guys buy this, and I make homemade chips out of low carb, lavish bread, and sea salt and olive oil.
Well, I'll try one. Just this one. Here.
It's actually really good. I would eat a bunch of these.
Yeah, but you know what else is really good? M&M's and O. Henry and Mr. Big.
No.
And coffee crisp drink. Rotate. Wait, whoa.
No.
Ketchup Chips.
So I've never tried these ever.
For those that don't know, do you want to explain
not a thing.
why that's a thing?
It's not a thing in America. And every time I say that I'm like going to Canada or something, there's somebody who's like, you have to try ketchup chips. Or
You do.
why haven't you tried
Salt
them?
and vinegar is American mostly, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Do they have that in other countries?
I don't know.
It's purple.
It's red.
That's purple.
That's red.
It's a little purpley.
Eat it. Eat it.
Dad, why are you listening to J-pop? Or K-pop? Dad?
Huh?
Dad? What you listening to?
Some video.
Okay.
Super vinegary.
And ketchupy.
These
It does taste like ketchup.
are my favorite.
Yeah, they're my favorite too.
They're so good.
You guys are my favorite.
Aww.
So we figured what better than to film more videos. We just filmed some gaming vids. Because you know we have that thing called a gaming channel
Yeah.
called Corrado Games and Saskia Watches.
Yeah.
So we thought we would... What are you doing?
And tweet. Ba-ding.
Okay. We filmed freaking Ducktales and it was awesome.
It was great. It was Ducktales is an old game that I used to play as a kid. I think it's for the Nintendo, or maybe it was for the Super Nintendo. I don't remember.
I have no idea.
But it was 1989. Oh, if it was 89, would it be the Nintendo? I'm gonna look it up. I gotta know this. Ducktales.
Ooh! You
Stanley,
can't say
Chippendales.
Ducktales without saying ooh.
Ducktale video game.
Yeah.
Ducktales video game was released 1989
Uh-huh.
for the Nintendo Entertainment System,
Cool.
the NES.
Cool.
It looked like this. That's what it looked like.
Dude!
Yeah, it was great.
Ours looks much better.
Ours looks like, well, ours, as if it's mine, as if it's my game. It's not. But look at it. They totally remade the whole game
It's beautiful!
with like amazing graphics.
My
I think it's pretty amazing graphics. And there's animations.
Woo!
And there's story and plot.
And a sing-along.
And
Look
they
at
have
that
a-
sing-along.
They have a sing-along. Anyway, so I'm really excited. So I bought this game. I've been saving it, and Saskia and I are going to play it. And we got through... I died twice.
Yep, you did. Like, full out die.
It's like the classic game. You have... for the NES game, you had 3 lives. If you died 3 times, you were dead. You had to restart the entire level. There wasn't this, like, continue from last save. There were no save points. You died, you were dead, game over. And this game actually still has that.
Yeah, not cool. We had to, like, wait for you to redo everything twice.
I might have died on, like, the intro game. There's,
You
like, the-
died
there's,
on
like,
the
that-
game before the game.
The game before the game where it, like, teaches you about the game, I died 3 times. And then I got through it, and then I'm like, cool, I got it now, it's all in my head. Let's go to the first level, which is the Amazon. And in the Amazon, I got, like, super far. And then Saskia's like, what if you just jump off the edge of this cliff?
Whatever. No, you were confused as to what you were doing, and then I was
said-
like, before I had already told you to keep going, and you turned around, which was not my decision.
Which is the right
And then-
way.
No,
in the
it
end.
wasn't.
It was the right.
No,
I had to
it wasn't.
backtrack to
I
get all the
told you to
coins.
keep going this way, and you were just bouncing up and down. And instead of continuing in the direction you were going, you went, oh, okay, and then turned around and went up the freaking ladder thing.
She's entirely wrong.
No, you're wrong.
I'm not
That's
wrong.
what you did.
Yeah, I went
you
up the
can
ladder.
watch it, and that's what you did, and it was
I
a
was
mistake.
supposed to go back, and you told
You
me
were
not
supposed to keep going straight,
Yeah,
which is
and
what I was
straight
telling
over
you
a
to
cliff.
do. No.
It was.
No, that
All
was
right, all right,
later.
all
The
right.
cliff was after.
The people are gonna have to be the judge.
Yeah, and I'm
not
right.
gonna be the judge and jury.
I'm the right one. Okay? You just don't know how to take directions.
Ava and I are watching an ADHD seminar thing. This is a Dr. Russell Barkley.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's talking about. Oh, sorry. He's talking about ADHD, and it's like, I started ranting, and then I was like, you know what? I want to vlog this because I'm very frustrated. I feel like, okay, let's say someone has a problem in the past. Let's say roughly 20 years ago, I get diagnosed with ADHD, which happened when I was 6 or 7 years old. I was having trouble in school. The teacher said, hey, go talk to a doctor. To my mom, I went and talked to a doctor, and they diagnosed me as ADHD. What they knew about ADHD then is very different to what they know about ADHD now, and a lot of things have changed. But what I knew as a kid and what my parents knew is nothing to what they know now. But my parents treated me to the best of their ability with the knowledge they had, that kind of unfulfilled, almost incorrect knowledge, right? And then I go and live my life for 20 years not really thinking, just thinking like, oh, like I have attention problems. Like that's what they told kids in the 90s. In the 90s they were like, oh, these kids have attention problems, give them Ritalin. Which is not what ADHD is. ADHD has been like reclassified twice and keeps changing and has very little to do with attention and... Okay, anyways, I feel like if the health professionals, health societies, the government knows, hey, 20 years ago, we found out that this person had this thing, and then 10 years ago, they discover, oh, this is a bad thing, and here are pills that help, and here's what we've learned, and this completely changes everything, and people need a better treatment, and here are much more effective ways to help people with these problems. Couldn't they tell everyone? Like, if you are on record, like, having a mental disorder, and there's, like, a breakthrough, that's, like, it gets confirmed, it gets verified, they test it, it's 100% for sure, and it changes what they know about themselves, could they not, like, send a letter in the mail to that person saying, like, hey, from the National Health Association, or whatever, here's updates on your disorder that you have. We have learned very breakthrough things that completely change what we know about your problems, how you should live your life, what you should do about it, what kind of treatment you can get, how it affects the people around you. And it's very frustrating because I just didn't know a bunch of stuff. And the public didn't really know. Everyone thought ADHD is an attention problem. It is very much not. And they're saying now that one of the problems with ADHD is that it was called the wrong thing. And people make fun of it. And people think it's not real. And what I thought in the 90s is, and it's so weird to say in the 90s, like that's my life, but was so long ago and so different than what I'm learning now. But they figured these things out 10 years ago. So why have I been needlessly suffering my entire life? I just wish somebody would have told me. And my parents did their best with the knowledge they had. And there's much better knowledge out there, but nobody told us there was better knowledge out there. So if anyone ever in the world has any problems in their past, they just have to keep checking research all the time, just to keep seeing if randomly there's new information out there. I think that's not okay. I think that when it's confirmed and they know for sure, without any doubts, not theories, not something that's only done in one study, things that have been verified and adopted by proper health associations and the government, then they have an obligation to tell the people that it affects. That's how I feel.
Give me daily vlogs, I want them in my subscription box. I wonder who might drop by, even though sometimes it's Canada outside. So don't go away, we're here every day. It's not ApprenticeEh, it's ApprenticeEh. Hey, 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 hey. Home is where the vlog is.